Hi there. Well, I'm debating with a radical idea that I struggle with the idea. I don't know, I'm not sure why it attracts me so much, but it kind of does. I'm thinking about making all of my correspondence public, and the reason is that maybe it will help me to catch up. I'm way behind on my email, and I'm perpetually behind on my email. And it's not that I have so much email, it's just that the email that I get often is very, what's the word? It's the struggle to find the words. It's like personal, and it's personal on the part of the people that send it. They're sharing personal parts of themselves, and it's private correspondence for the most part. And I'm not a private person, so I'm falling. I don't know. It's like a disconnect. These correspondents deserve a well-considered and thought out answer, and I just don't seem to be very good at that in a private setting. So I'm hoping that maybe in a public setting that'll change. So what I'm going to try to do is for a while at least, try to make my correspondence public. What the heck was that? Pretty sure that was a hoverfly of some sort. And public, and then try to respond like I used to do in Japan, in such ways that I keep the details out. Sorry about the noise. Let's get this. So here we go. The subject for this one is broken Japanese dream. I'll keep all the private stuff personal. Hi, Kurt. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to keep journaling your various experiences, including the ups and downs, and the ups and lows. And I'm just going to go ahead and read it the way it comes in. Sometimes the people that write to me are non-native English speakers, so I'll just go ahead and keep whatever flavor it has. I think it's such an invaluable thing to have many people witness the many facets of the experiences and the respective human feelings and emotions. I just wanted to congratulate your efforts until here, and try to tell you an important thing, although you may already know such a thing already. As you know a little, I've lived a similar. This is someone that I've been going back and forth with for more than a year. As you know, as you know a little, I've lived a similar experience going back to, here's the name of the country I'll leave out, European country. The first time, 7 months alone. A second time, I'll leave the noun out, some months, but together with my child. Now we are living here. One different thing is that we want to divorce when it will be possible, and we are staying together for the sake of our child now, which is, and here's the age. It's not so bad, just romance is finished. We are like brother and sister with some quarrels. The delightful period of reunion with Mama was consumed some time ago. The months alone was a spiritual journey, really. Whew. Tell me about that. I know that one now. As I was also in touch with an intentional community here in Switzerland. Intentional or international? Maybe you meant international. And I gave away the country. See, this is why the danger of what I'm planning to do. And afterwards, staying in, here's the place, in another country. I was jobless here and living with relatives and wandering. I'm trying to struggle to put words in that are not the same words, but to keep things generic. And wandering every day in the woods. After that, I went back to Japan with the best of intentions, but it kind of failed. Today, I'm still dreaming of Japan. The fact is, and this is what I'd like to suggest, there is perception, projection, and objective facts of reality. In the case of homesick, there is really no way out, but there can be a crude recognition that, what a beautiful, are you a fly or a bee? There's the tiniest little creature here. trying to let it land again. See if we can. Can you see? I have a feeling this might be. Can you guys see it on my hand there? What are you? You're a fly or bee. You actually have some pollen in there. You might actually be a bee. You can sit on my hand as I do this. There can be a crude recognition that whatever is in our memories of past experiences, events, lifestyles, it is all a perceptive past reality, which also means is physically gone forever. Even if you return to where your memories are, it's going to be another new day. Well, the past days are gone. Yeah, that's deep. That's true. In my case, I often come to recognize that overall I couldn't accept the social regime for my child. Japan is not, after all, what I'd like it to be, but only for some parts. A part of me can adapt there, but we have more than one facet as jewels. And look, our beautiful children have grown up and become adults, never going back. How would you go back in time to the beautiful 4 to 5 year old childhood? Some beautiful writing here. The fact that we go... There's a huge lizard by my foot. Who said the desert is lifeless? The fact that we go distant in the other side of the planet just remembers us this fact through homesickness, nostalgia, cultural shock, etc. But this is always the crude fact of living in this space-time dimension. There surely is other dimensions without time, in other words, like dreams, where it can be possible to go back in any event and see again in the small bodies of our beloved ones and fly together in the clouds, but apparently not here and now. Such beautiful writing for a second language. So Kurt, I hope this can be my contribution for you. Be realistic, homesick, or soul sick, or nature sick. It's that we always say goodbye to every day, or every period, or every adventure. Sooner or later we become old and go further also. When this realization happens, I'm trying to read it exactly as it's written. It's when there's beauty in these words. It's exactly the way they're written, as you can tell. It's when we usually seek inwards. I'll read that again. When this realization happens, it's when we usually seek inwards, or wherever we may feel interesting. And that is what I wish for you, as for me. Still, Japan is following me in my mind. I've chosen this country for some reasons, and it sucks enough for myself, although it's a good choice for my child. Ponder, 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 and choose what you really prefer. Is this for the best for Emily? Or do you think it would be best for your daughter, but it's a personal opinion, experiment? Good question. This is the price, and I think it's both. This is the price, and you ought to be sure of the reasons, my friend. You must have a benefit, too, from this price. Yeah, you saw that it is both. That's why I sincerely wish that you may live these months in the best beneficial way for you. Enjoy your job and your private time. Enjoy that big blue sky and your great mind that you have cultivated. Thanks. By the way, I'm a man in crisis, no better than you. Einstein said that in crisis, man and society bring out the best. So for me, I'm proud I have happened to create my own business here, which is, here's the type of business, I'll leave that out, and a website, URL too, I'll check that out. Lots of love, Kurt. Please keep in touch with blogging. There's your name. Wow. You know, I think now I see why my instinct was to go public with my correspondence. It's because stuff's too good not to share. You know, just hearing, it's about what you guys are writing to me, which is a strange thing, because a curious thing. I'm gonna put the phone away, because I think I don't think there's a lot that I can say to this particular person. They've said something that I think deserves a larger audience. And what's interesting, though, is that so few seem, and I don't, they don't share, and it's not up to me to share. But if I make the movement towards making my correspondence public, then maybe it will be an indirect route for others who might, if they know that, to share, knowing that I will attempt to strip out any personal identity information unless otherwise stated. I've had people in the past to write to me and say, share anything you want on here, and I do. Just make it just as public as me. That email was touching. It's the kind of thing that requires some reflection now. You see what I mean? I mean, how do you answer that quickly? How do you receive an email like that and fire off an answer in 5 minutes? It's not easy to do, or at least not an answer that's a worthy attempt at what has been offered to me. And that's why my dilemma. It's not that I get a lot of email, but I get a lot of email like this. I get email like this, and then they sit and I think about them. Maybe it's better to try to respond this way. It's going to be tricky at first because I know some of you might be hesitant to contact me. We'll see. Thanks for watching, everybody. Time for me to think about lizards. You want to see the lizard down there? Really not right by my foot, but close. You have to figure out what species this is. There it is. Isn't that great? Okay. Take care. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing this with me.